Cora, we've just received the most magnificent immersion into liquid breath. And what was so powerful for me was the ability to draw us in from above, from below, through, and to enable us to receive in 30 minutes. It was very powerful, very quick, very deep. And I just want to thank you so much. And you had some very, very beautiful sharings that I feel so important for us all to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. And it's beautiful to dive into a few things. The first thing was for me how powerful these 30 minutes are, Mandy. And that is the concept. And that is also the strength and the power of the concept and us, for as well as guides, as well as participants, both equal important. Get back to that later. To also find the way to bring things together to what wants to happen here and now. So we were thinking about because this session normally takes an hour, and then we move through different stages. It's called the gift that keeps giving, the gift to you from breathing liquid and opening up to your full potential, expanding your awareness. And we did that in 30 minutes. And I think that is also the power of this program, to take just half an hour to dive deeply into yourself. And for you, thank you for honoring also these 30-minute spaces and bringing all these dots together to bring all our richness into life. And it is so full and so rich and yet so accessible for all if we can do that in for 30 minutes, or as well teaching as receiving it. So I just wanted to acknowledge that too, and to speak about it together. And also we spoke about that part of, us being as one here, breathing as one. I started a movement with Dan Brulé, with my teacher. We call it Breathe as One, but we did breathe as one all together. And what I would love to feel more, and what we felt was so important to share, is that everyone is as important in this whole jigsaw. Are you guiding a session or are you receiving it? It is as important. All these parts of it are part of the whole jigsaw. And in that after party of our session this morning, I spoke about the orchestra. I love to use that metaphor because when I first started to listen to classic music, oh my gosh, I thought it was quite intense. And I only heard one big bunch of people playing music. And it was just moving me. I was feeling it. But that was it. That was the beginning of my journey with, well, maybe with music at all. And then we spoke about the difference in your own unfolding. That when we dive deeper also into ourselves in removing these layers, I think that is it, like being able to receive more. Then we start to get more the energy of the conductor, who can really literally hear when there is one note not in the music play from the second player of the violin, or the trumpet. He just hears that. And that is what I call the Fingerspitzengefühl, like the very, very deep and soft, like very fine teaching. And that's what we are experiencing here. And
And
that it is as important and as it's from us all, it's not yours or mine, or it's not a vertical teaching. It is like an inspirational teaching that we are all sharing with each other, and that is in the field where we start to open up and like sponge everything. So we are all, just growing within these 21 days.
and also just recognizing as you're speaking into that, what comes up for me is that we're all sitting in all different places in the world, in our own spaces, in our own homes, and yet we're able to tune in and be a part of that orchestra. And how it is felt, that invitation to feel, and that when we do step in, when we show up, when we give ourselves permission and we arrive and we say, I'm here to receive and to participate, we become co-creators, because we are collectively informing the experience. So what comes through the facilitator is informed by the collective. We're making music together. And it's so beautiful. It's such an important recognition of oneself in each person being a co-creator in the whole, and without each person playing their various different roles. However that is, because some people might be coming in and find it difficult or struggling or feeling resistance. But when you are surrendering and giving yourself permission, you can soften into the collective, because you're also held. So you're holding and being held at the same time. And that's felt.
Yes, and this was my second session this week now, in the second week. And next week will be the third, but I feel the movement we are making. And I think that is also very nice to be acknowledged, like we are the movement together. There is not one single person who is going in front, although maybe it seems like that, but we are that big boat or cruise ship or whatever, like being there and falling into that next part. And that is never without resistance or anything. Sometimes we wish, and also me, like we are working in expanding awareness field for maybe over 20 years. I think mine is 25 years now. And I still feel that there are some times when I feel like agony or something, like, oh my God, I thought I had reached a new point. But that's all mind stuff. But us being together and just trying to soften up around that hardness within that always is there to bump in, but that is not like a stone, it is a corner. I feel that it is a corner, and around that corner we can watch and see something new. And I know that I've had so many stones, and that's what we are doing together. We are weaving that web together in these 3 weeks. And the depth of the people showing up today was just divine, man.
And I thank you for sharing that, and also just this recognition that we are the whole. So this very beautiful session that we received today, and all these sessions, speak so much into the light, remembering this remembrance of us being the light. But there is also no separation. And so you spoke into this relationship with the dark and the light. And it would be beautiful just to share that again, because that was so powerful for us to
Yeah.
receive that and hear that.
Yeah, the teaching of liquid breath is about shining brighter and about remembering that we are light, we are love. And it felt so cheesy in the beginning to get into that part of my teaching that I received from the dolphins, in 2018. And I have been encouraged to share around it. And in the beginning, I didn't even share, Mandy, that it was a dolphin gift. It was a transmission in Mozambique. I didn't even share it. I thought people think this woman is crazy. But for now, I dare to go deeper. And I feel that as I dare to go deeper, I allow you to go deeper and I allow myself to really dive deeper. And my teaching from the dolphins are very light beings, very happy, healthy, the biggest love makers all over the world, making love to all another. It's like big pots of love making. And brothers, sisters, doesn't matter, but it's more about the inspiration of the lightness within us and the remembrance that we are the light, but not without touching the dark. It's not a puppies and rainbows teaching, not at all. It is about us remembering that there is so much darkness now in the world. And maybe sometimes you also, and me also, I can cry. We are empaths. That's also why we are here in this 21 days. We feel so dedicated. But who else? Sometimes it feels so lonely. And we are here also just like holding and embracing ourselves and each other in this big world also outside that is like, and sometimes triggering a lot of fear and also triggering a lot of like, oh my God, will it happen? Will we move through this? But I still know, and I still remind myself to remember that it is a giving birth to the new earth, that it is that we are in a big giving labor, like an orange through the nose of the whole of your nose. You feel like, ow, this is painful. We are in this big last, like giving labor place where we don't know if this takes another month or year or few years or whatever to make this like global movement. And for us to remember that we are all parts in this, just like raising the vibration, raising the frequency, waking up ourselves even more. Because it's not about others, it's about me showing up, about me holding my light all the time, even if it is the deepest darkness that we can imagine. And about you just holding this beautiful 21 days and holding our strength and our potential and yet our softness. It's about the sensitive power to feel and hold the remembrance that we are light. And there is, like they say, that 30%, if there is 30% of the world community opening up to the waking up of the world, then the whole world can flip. And then everything disappears. And I know it is happening now. I just feel it, I know it, but sometimes it's hard to remember. And we are the light. So our biggest question is to shine brighter every day. So keep shining, although it's really dark around me, and to honor myself for doing that. And it's not egoistic to take a deep times of self-care. I go to a spa every week. I take a massage every second week because I work with hundreds and thousands of people with the energy of it. And I can only do that because I take very well care of myself. And that's for us, I
Beautiful.
think, all a reminder to drink healthy, to eat healthy, but also to enjoy a coffee. I love this morning coffee. And normally I take it at 10:30, but it was an earlier morning. And to breathe softly, and to take beautiful showers, although there is not so much water on our planet. But I need water to cleanse myself, liquids, and to share with friends and to ask for help. And that is our container of receiving. And if I can receive more, then I can give from newer levels. So it's about the giving through receiving, right?
So
So that is what we are doing here. And I think that is one of the snippets that you would love to share, huh? Like,
no, thank you. That is so beautiful, and so valuable. It's all a remembrance, and we are rebirthing
yeah,
ourselves.
yeah,
So that we can co-create a very different earth. So it's us that are becoming the new human.
yeah,
And with that, there are there is this enormous requirement, I feel, to let go of the expectations of how that needs to look,
yes,
because we don't know, and we're also limited by what we do know. So opening up, and that's what is so beautiful about the softening and the caring and the self-nurturing,
yeah,
is that things are allowed to move, and you are allowed to clear, shed what no longer serves, and reclaim, really deeply reclaim through that remembrance of the light of all of who you are. So, so beautiful, so important.
yeah, Mandy. And not to forget that we are the creators, we are the new world. It's not something outside of us. I think I love the thought sometimes that I think, I just want a Netflix and, uh, just watch a movie and relax more. But if we want to change, that we are that change. And this is my magic wand, and I really believe in that we are all miracle makers. We can all invite the miracle. And for me, having received the teachings from the dolphins has been a miracle that I think it's almost unbelievable until today, although it's 7 years ago. And just not expect miracles or hope for miracles, but trust the miracles and know that miracles exist. And a miracle is nothing else than that shifts in perception that we are bringing together to life by being here, by opening up, by claiming ourselves, and by stopping to just bring ourselves and making ourselves smaller and sit in the back of our room in the corner like, I don't matter. You do matter. We are the new world. So if not now, then when?
When
That's it. And that's really always, you feel the inspiration that's coming through me, that we can make the difference and we are the difference. And I love that. And just one more thing about breath work for all the people that are there. A liquid breath is maybe one of the first teachings that is no breath work. And breath work has become mainstream in the last years, right? But for me, it's very important to point out once more that you don't have to work hard in your breathing. So you can open up through the in-breath, but there is so much breath work that, and I really have got some very many victims of breath work who have been pressed on pressing points or have just lost almost control or gone psychotic, like people coming to me said, Cora, I don't like breath work. I got you. I hear you. Breath work can be very powerful and very helpful. But when you are in like a more sensitive state, don't go too deep for yourself and use subtle breath work just by exhaling deeper like we did in liquid breath. And if you want to make a big movement, you don't have to take big rocks. Water is also making openings in big rocks in mountains because it's also very strong. So trust your own strength through the softness, through the opening. Amen to that.
Thank you. That is fully and completely received. Very, very, very beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What I love about you, Mandy, I just want to acknowledge that. And how you hold this space, and maybe for us all to take the inspiration to see also if we do the recordings also afterwards, because the replaying things just dive deeper and deeper into the materials, right? So we now have the 21 days where we are sucked into this whole beautiful energy. What I also love about you is that you extend the teachings with some journaling and with some really, really going deeper into yourselves. And for all of us, I always call it flow writing. So that we just extend this 30 minutes with like a 20 minutes flow writing. So sitting and taking your incense and just lighting your candle and taking some time and a minute of rest. And then just within this inspirational flow, sit and write or draw or whatever suits you to have it landing deeper, because everything you did beyond the consuming makes it happen in your life. We are all cosmic creators. We are that. So if you take some extra time, these only 20 minutes, to just make it yours, then it's embodied and then it will fall deeper into place, because your goal, what we took for this 7 days, for example, in the liquid breath session of this morning, number 2, the gift, you can bring that alive in one little step a day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mandy, for your depth and your silence. And I look into your eyes, and either when I'm online or live, it's no difference, it's just how much am I open to receive you. And I'm so grateful for this. And the moment I open up my laptop and be here with you, I think the laptop is also much stronger than my phone, because I see you a little bit bigger. And then I land deeper into my silence myself. Ah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And let's also remember that this liquid breath is not a teaching itself, it's a field. So what we just did is one breath.